Jo, ich würde mal sagen, hi und wir gehen mal wieder rein. Wir gehen mal rein. Für die, die jetzt gerade neu reingekommen sind, nicht wundern, ich nehme meine Horror-Games für YouTube auf. Der Typ saß die ganze Zeit da. Der saß die ganze Zeit da. Der war die ganze Zeit bei uns. What? Der ist die ganze Zeit bei uns. Deswegen kannte der sich auch die ganze Zeit mit den Sachen aus.
Hello?
Wünsche dir eine gute Nacht.
Imagine you found my room.
Dankeschön für dein Haus.
What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory, painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past. Hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years. Day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Who are you, really?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star.
Ich wünsche dir eine gute Nacht.
His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret.
Ist er die Schwester
She
von
who
Rachel oder
told
von
him
ihr?
what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong.
Er ist der
At
Bruder
the
von
time,
ihr.
I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
Irving, where are you right now?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We
Ja, aber der
make
geht
up
doch
the
jetzt kein
history of the
Selbstmord.
Timberline.
Der macht doch
It
jetzt
was a
keinen
tragedy.
Selbstmord.
But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment, in that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand, as you've already begun to understand.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Alter, ich wusste doch, der Typ ist komisch und sass und komisch und... Alter, scheiße. Ich weiß gar nicht, wo ich lang soll. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Aber was... Hey, ich verstehe nicht, was sie gemacht hat. Nur weil man neidisch ist, bringt man doch nicht noch... bringt man doch keinen um. Oder sehe ich das falsch? Jetzt gehen wir in die Männerhöhle. Wenn es nicht so traurig wäre, würde ich ja fast sagen, das Zimmer ist echt hübsch, aber... I don't know. Irgendwie... Macht mir doch gerade... Sorgen. Hat sie hier gewohnt oder gelebt oder so? Oder sowas? Ich kann den Schlüssel nicht nehmen. Okay, ich kann den Schlüssel noch nicht nehmen. Rachel, Leonard, ne Ranking. Rachel, Leonard, Rachel. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass ich hier den Projektor anmachen muss.
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you talking
in the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Klar, natürlich. Warum bin ich der Mörder? Okay, hier ist nix. Gott. Claire. Ich soll ins Claire. Oh nein. Ich will eigentlich nichts in Claire ihr Auto gehen. Wusstet ihr, dass man im Auto ersticken kann? Man kann im Auto ersticken, wenn ein falsches Kabel durchgeschnitten ist. Dann gelangt, wenn Auto, nicht Autogas, denn wenn ein anderes Gas, ich habe den Namen vergessen, wenn das ins Auto reinkommt, erstickst du dran. Warum habe ich so das Gefühl, dass der mich jetzt töten will? Ja, das ist so der Punkt, wo man sagen sollte, man soll damit aufhören. Oder wo man schon so die Befürchtung hat, dass jetzt irgendwas... passiert? Das war der Wind. Das war... Holy shit, da bin ich jetzt erschrocken.
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Ich habe so das Gefühl, er möchte gerne, dass ich sterbe. Als Ausgleich für den Tod seiner Schwester. Warum habe ich das Gefühl? Warum habe ich das Gefühl? Ich habe ein ganz mieses Gefühl übrigens. Ich habe ein ganz mieses Gefühl. Ich will nicht. Ach, ich weiß nicht. Das ist so die Gänsehaut in meinem Nacken, die mir das gerade sagt. Nenn's kannst auch weibliche Intuition sagen. Oder die Erfahrung mit Horror-Games. Kann man auch nennen. Ich setz mich doch... Oder hat die Mutter Rachel umgebracht? Weil das würde ja stimmen. War das da rein? Da rein muss ich nicht. Ich muss da rein. Ich habe eine Jacke. Ich soll die Decke waschen. Warum habe ich so das Gefühl, dass die Mutter Rachel von der Klippe gestoßen hat? Ich habe erst am Anfang gedacht, dass der Vater eventuell sie von der Klippe gestoßen hat, weil, weiß ich nicht, sie war schwanger in der 9. Woche und Verzweiflung und die Eltern und die Frau soll das nicht rausfinden, so, wisst ihr, wie ich das meine? Aber jetzt habe ich so das Gefühl, dass es die Mutter ist, weil die auch irgendwas von wegen sagte, die Mutter war an ihrem Spieltag irgendwie sehr, sehr aufgehetzt und alles. Wo habe ich denn hier die Waschmaschine? Deswegen kann das auch die Mutter gewesen sein, die eifersüchtig war. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass die Tochter Rachel von der Klippe gestoßen hat. Wann kommt denn jetzt? Wie Sie sehen, sind sie nix. Außer schwarz. Ich kann laufen und mich bewegen. Leck mich am Arsch! Das war jetzt mein Controller. So, gerade hatte ich ein schwarzes Bild. Ich hoffe, dass es jetzt funktioniert. Waschen wir mal die Decke. ist die Zahnspange von ihr, aber warum ist in der Decke Blut?
How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after.
Die Mutter hat sie mit dem Hockeyschläger geschlagen.
And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Die Mutter hat Rachel erschlagen und hat sie dann die Klippe runtergestoßen, dass das aussieht, als wäre sie tot.
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me, cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't... I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
Sollen wir wetten, dass ihr Bruder sich jetzt auch umbringt?
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. But she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going?
Ja, er begeht jetzt
We can work
Suicide.
things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything.
Wie kommst du auch darauf, dass deine
It's
Mutter,
beautiful here.
deine Freundin,
Rachel told me about it so many times.
erschlägt?
I never thought it was so beautiful.
You're the only one left. Don't leave me here alone. I'm scared.
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back.
Scheiße, wo ist die Tür?
Her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
Oh.
Irving. I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you?
Oh shit. Oh shit, hab ich mich ja. Scheiße, hab ich mich erschrocken. Alter, stell mal vor, weißt du quatsch mit jemandem und hörst, wie der vom 5. Stock oder so springt. Oh nein. Jetzt bringt die sich auch noch um. Ich kack ins Kreis. Oh mein Gott.
Yes?
Die tötet sich jetzt auch noch. Was habe ich vorhin gesagt mit der Stick im Auto?
I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What do you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home, and I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. There's also my fee.
Was soll ich jetzt machen?
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the storms.
Alter, die Stimme.
You
Leck
can't
mich
see
am
them
Arsch.
during the day, but they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank.
Die hat doch nichts
Irving
gemacht.
could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice. Wait. I did all that you asked me. Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared. You...
Autogas ist das.
I don't want to die. It's getting dark. I can't the light.
Ich will das nicht tun, Alter.
I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger.
Der Tag wird ein Game. Holy shit. Alter. Ich wusste von Anfang an, dass der Typ komisch ist. Das ist voll geil. Dass der Typ voll komisch ist. Aber ich habe nicht damit gerechnet, dass wir telefonieren, während er sich von der Klippe stößt. Stell dir mal vor, du hast wirklich irgendjemanden, deinen besten Freund oder keine Ahnung was, oder den Bruder oder Schwester von irgendeiner deiner Freundin dran und du hörst einfach nur, wie der runterspringt. What the fuck? Alter. Und sie kann auch nichts dafür, dass ihre Mutter vor Eifersucht das Mädchen erschlägt. Das ist doch nicht ihr. Alter. Stell mal vor, du hast ein Fußballspiel, fährst mit deiner Mutter dahin und hinten im Kofferraum rummelst, wenn du über den Bordstein fährst und denkst dir nichts bei. Und einfach 10 Jahre später denkst du so, Scheiße, da war der Körper drin. Oh. Nein, der hat sich von der Klippe gesprungen. Der ist zu der gleichen Stelle gegangen also ich gehe davon aus, dass er zur gleichen Stelle gegangen ist wie seine Schwester und ist von der Klippe gesprungen. Die Schwester wurde in den Mountains gefunden. Also in den Bergen. Und ich gehe mal davon aus, dass der irgendwo runtergesprungen ist. Weil du hast nur noch diesen Fall gehört vorhin, wo der gequatscht hat. Ich gehe davon aus, dass er sich in die Klippe gesprungen ist. Weil Erfrieren dauert dauert länger, als wenn du von der Klippe springst. Je nachdem, wie hoch die Klippe ist und wie du aufkommst. Schluss mit dem Thema von Tod und Suizid. Ich hoffe, euch hat das Spiel gefallen. Kommt doch gerne auf YouTube oder auf Twitch. Lasst doch gerne ein Follow da und ich freue mich auf ein nächstes Horror-Game mit euch. Tschüss.